Hello to you, Scott Picken, CEO and founder of Migrate, and it's time for the weekly Wealth Insight. I'm here at the Knives and the Heads, and you can see that the sea today is fairly vicious. You know, this is this is the most dangerous port in Africa. More ships have sunk here than anywhere else, and Lloyd's of London does not actually insure any boats that come through these heads. And you can actually see the white water going right across the heads today. So, why did I think that this Wealth Insight was important? Well, it's a word that some people are going to get excited about, but it's unfuckwithable. And the reason that I thought this was good was that if you take the sea behind us, it's dangerous today. It's all over the place. If you were to go out there, you never know where the next wave is going to come from. The next thing that's going to effectively attack you could sink you, could kill you. But the principle of unfuckwithable is amazing. And I learned this from a guy called Vishen, who started Mindvalley. I highly recommend his book, The Code of the Extraordinary Mind. I'm actually doing a course at the moment on Mindvalley called Be Extraordinary, which is amazing. It's a 30-day course and I highly recommend it. But I want to read you the definition of unfuckwithable. When you are truly at peace and in touch with yourself, and nothing anyone says or does bothers you, and no negativity or drama can touch you. And I just think it's so amazing, you know, because when you look at how dangerous the sea is, and if that's your mind, and if you're reacting all the time to the way the world is, then you're going to be living in that, and that's just going to create a huge amount of stress and concern and anxiety. But if on the other hand you meditate and spend time with yourself, and you look at how peaceful the ocean is there, the same ocean, two different places, and you get to choose which one is going to be your mind, which is going to be your experience, and which is going to be your life. And so what's really interesting for me is that when I come back to this space, this is where 99% of the world live. They are in fear, anxiety, they're reacting to the world. There's turmoil everywhere, there's danger, there's fear of losing your job, fear of losing income, fear of losing your capital. And yet if you take control of your mind and you become unfuckwithable, then you can live in tranquility and peace. And what's so interesting is that, as I said to you, this is one of the most dangerous ports in Africa and one of the most dangerous in the world. And yet just around that corner is called Featherbed. And the reason it's called Featherbed is that when the sailors used to come into this, and they've been in the tumultuous seas, that when they slept on this very calm bay, it was like sleeping on a featherbed. And so your choice in life, and it's literally a decision you can make, is to be unfuckwithable. Don't let the world's, things that are happening around the world affect you. Don't let other people affect you. Don't let them bring in their drama or anxiety, reactive state. Make sure that you focus on yourself. And that's one of the reasons why we've got the 60-day challenge, where every morning you wake up, you do your prime, you get in your zone, do things like the Mindvalley course or other things to inspire yourself to take control of your mind, meditate, and all those type of skills that you can do to take control of your mind, to be at peace, and to not let others impact your ability. So, for me, I thought that this was a pretty opportune little thing. I'm going to remind you again, to be unfuckwithable is when you are truly at peace and in touch with yourself, and nothing anyone says or does bothers you, and no negativity or drama can touch you. What an awesome state to be in. As we live in Corona at the moment, we live with all the anxiety and all the unknowns. The only known is that if you have peace within, you can create peace without. That's Scott Picken signing out from this weekly Wealth Insight from an incredible heads. Complete peace on the one side and complete danger, but yet beauty on the outside. And it's a great metaphor for life. And I got my little man here who I like to share these weekly Wealth Insights with. And if you enjoy it, subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends. You know, we live in very uncertain times, but it's you that's going to determine your future. Come and join some of our webinars we got over the next couple of weeks. We've got some amazing webinars. Sign up to our inner circle. All the links are below. You know, we're going to be doing one with Willem van der Post on the future and where the world is going. And we're actually living in incredibly exciting times. We're going to be interviewing one of a $13 billion property company and what they're doing and what they're focusing on. I read a really interesting article this morning by Dalio. Don't live and listen to the 99%. Don't live with people that live in fear. Live with people and listen to people that live in tranquility. I'll leave you with one final comment or story. I had the privilege of spending 2 weeks with Richard Branson on Necker Island. Now, when you're running 400 companies, 8 of them are billion-dollar companies, do you think that that man had any stress, anxiety? Do you think he had any problems? You know, I always say to people, if he got one SMS or one WhatsApp per company, there's no ways that he could keep up with it. And yet he lived one of the most peaceful, balanced lives I've ever seen. Playing tennis in the morning, kite surfing in the afternoon, and yet running 400 businesses across the world from a private island. That is a classic metaphor. Where's my hand gone? That's a classic metaphor of living on the featherbed. You get to choose. You're in charge of your destiny. Have a good week.